touched first by Halliburton, then second by Naismith, who kisses legal defensive pack on the floor. Ball immediately goes out of bounds, but we have jump balls in the circle any to any game time. Hughes clearly felt before that wasn't really the whistle blew. That was close and touched Turner. Well, definitely went off Turner's finger. But I guess I ended up giving get big the whistle turning with a thank you ball. I probably it. Talk about a big jump ball. McBride able to get it as we approach 3 minutes remaining. Bronson hit in the face. Now spins again. Naismith gets inside. McBride. Corner 3. In and out. Rebound. Nemhard. Gets it to Siakam. 6 to shoot. Jump shot. Siakam. Won't go. Hurt another rebound. 2.5 remaining. He's hurt. Running start with his side and a foul on Siakam. 5 fouls on Siakam as Hart takes a tumble and he'll to shoot 2 free throws. And look like from Harango's head goes into Siakam and he gets the weight of the left arm around the body. Now challenge. And once again, games like this, if 5 minutes grab ball game long, and free throws are enormous. Harder's not taking a free throw yet tonight. And playoffs see 70%. 18 rebounds for Josh Hart. 4 assists, 5 points, 9 points. Huge free throw here. We're tied again. And 2.5 to play. Halliburton back to Siakam. In the corner, Turner fakes a 3. Now back up top. Halliburton lost it. Here comes Hart. Hart down the middle, drives inside, blocked by. And Halliburton to Nemhard. Nemhard the drop. A spectacular block shot. And a foul on Halliburton with 1:45 remaining. And a mistake by the shot at the double. But you've got to come under control. If you're coming over the ring, the secondary defender, he's accustomed to this. He takes the tough angle, he's out of position, and therefore the contact from the whistle. Oh, Bronson from the line, 3 for 5, Knicks 50 to 20. Way short. How about this block short? Will look like it could be a layup for her. Turner gets inside. It hit the backboard first. So close. I think he got Bronson 1 for 2. Halliburton with 35. Drives, goes out of lane, kicks it out the corner, back up top. Nemhard, wide open 3. Rebound, Turner. Halliburton the drive. Liberal step layup, missed it. Rebound deflected, Turner. Now it's the Pacers getting the offensive rebound. Halliburton looking back to Siakam. Corner 3. And the Knicks able to secure that from DiVincenzo as we approach an immediately the 1 point game. Brunson spins, layup, running head, bank shot is missed it. 10 on the rebound. Ahead to Siakam. The drive. This is definitely a goal. I'm not sure this was gonna go in. I'm not. Brunson step back 3. Here comes Halliburton. Halliburton a 3. Rebound tipped out to Nembhard. 28 seconds remaining. Shot clock down to 8. Halliburton double team, shot clock of 4. Nembhard gonna put it up. Step back, his 3-pointer. The tables is tournament. New York has punished them with the offensive window in the first 2 games of the series. Little payback, multiple opportunities for Indiana. Watch them hard. At the end of this play, Wilkes places them if they have any chance to go in. He at the shooting, Rogers through action. He smiled at the floor like he gave the leave it. I mean that he had to shoot it, but it's been a struggle for this guy tonight to put the ball in the basket of 1 for 7 before that shot at. Why not just hold us up? End up shot clock 32 footer. Just his second field goal. Or this is competition and it's 5 and 16.4 remaining. That licks a lot of timeouts. 16 remaining, down by 3. What's Rick Carlisle's strategy here in terms of committing the foul and not letting the Knicks get off the 3-pointer? Take back to the walking series. They did not foul. Philip Smith ended up hitting the 3 instead into overtime. There's been a ton of discussion here. Looky here in this situation, you foul. With timeout for the Knicks. This is the perfect opportunity to foul and making a free throw game. DiVincenzo works hard. McBride and Brunson. 64 remaining. Knicks out of timeout. They honestly have to get the ball in. McConnell comes in for defensive purpose, defensive. Brunson gets it. Leans in. Throws up a wild shot. No good. Shot at the rebound. 10 seconds remaining. The foul. 9.4 remaining. Brunson felt he got foul. No whistle. And the Pacers will shoot free throw. The good plays on here to get Brunson 3. The close through Turner, he doesn't look like from that angle like he gets fouled. They be right there for Nembhard, but that was prior to the shooting motion. Looked like Brunson trying to get the shot after 4 quickly before they quit foul. Nesmith foul with huge free throws. That makes it a 4-point game again. Knicks out of timeout. Nesmith now with 9 points. He's played some superb defense here tonight against Jalen Brunson. One goal. That's it, it's over. Pacers get the win. Right back in the series. What a game. What a series. Welcome everyone to many athletes with the Timberwolves continue to exercise the playoff demons of the past 20 years. And inside Turkestan and this good opening with Euro bounty here, he's the result of the contest only halfway complete. The Minnesota Timberwolves up 2 games nothing against the reigning champs and the reigning finals MVP had to endure the shot appearing MVP chance with this man right there, Anthony Edwards, in his own gym back on Monday night in Game 2. It's the NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel. Welcome everyone to Big and Athlete, the Western Conference semifinals, delivered by Jabolt Lead. As we take a look at some of the inventory in the playoffs so far, the full Oklahoma City is lost. Only them and the Minnesota and undefeated teams in the playoffs. Since Minnesota is the lone undefeated postseason team director Mike Jones brought along to Tim Lickler, DJ Brighter. This is the big moment in Minnesota Timberwolves considering the last 20 years less. A defense is driving this success. As we take a look at our start watch, brought to you by Lockton. He's got defensive of the year and Anthony Edwards, he's stout defender as well. They're the number one right defensive team in the league, Jones. You can say their best for the last 2 games. They have completely shut down them offensively. It's all about pressure, taking away spins, space for ball handlers, space for drivers, space for shooters. Let's see if Edwards has the response. Mike Malone said, Nicola has to play like in the NBA, PvP, or stand a chance. He's got 3 MVPs, IQ trade 03 for the win tonight. He's been no significance on this game to get it back to series. Let's take a to the next series brought to you by Modelo. There's a business Murray, Porter, Fokic, Conley, Edwards, McDaniels, Carl Anthony Towns, and Rudy Gobert back after missing game 2 due to the birth of his son, Ludio. We are underway. Murray inside to Jokic. Porter Jr. run off the 3-point line and he misses his first jumper. Underneath, Gordon back out to Caldwell Pope. A long 2, he is good. A quick start, he's gonna be key for Denver tonight, right? Hey, Ben's getting you assist quickly, moving the basketball, good sign, 2 good look on the first possession. Here's Conley. McDaniels left wide open, too deep. A 3 ball comes off to Jamal Murray. Murray had a tough time in game 2, just 3 of 18 shooting. Totally every point. Got into the paint, elevates and scores it. Right now playing in the bad will that's so muscle. I love the 2-man set on the right side, empty up the corner and makes it a much more difficult read for Minnesota defensively. Edwards' pass was off the mark and Minnesota turns it over. Safe to say nobody needed to see up or to win early. Go to Jamal Murray. It gets to the rim right after that. Has been one of the clutch performers for the Nuggets. Throughout the last couple of years in the places and off the screen, he's been guarded by Edwards as Cassis switches onto it. In the middle range, Rattles halfway down and Conley in the front court. Towns being guarded by Caldwell Pope. You got a whistle and a foul against Denver. Our officials tonight, Tony Brothers, Josh Simon, and Jason Wood. A little bit side of bounds, Minnesota basketball. That's a tough one for KCP because if you got a big guys heading into basketball, you automatically hit a handshake, but the guys are ready to go to anyway. Anthony Edwards continues to torch the net. Now he's in 35 points a game in the 2 games so far in the series. 6-3 foot. They have no answer for him. He's been the best player in the series. Jokic spreads that to win. Gordon. He'll get a big first quarter of him in game 2 with double figures. He did it. If he's gonna have that shot wherever he wants, that is something that Minnesota's gonna concede to make sure you gotta make your body turns with a deep hole. Once it's down, Carl Senior cocks on, and it's always do. And Minnesota up by 2. Keep in mind that Carl Anthony Towns was just playing in only his 9th game back since returning from knee surgery, and the foul goes against Towns. It's his first personal. It's must play by Jokic, and you gotta leverage against Carl Anthony Towns. He's gonna put his way for Barry's must play by Nicola like there. Just turn, flow your body into the chest, and bank for a call. He gets one early. Jokic took only 13 field goal attempts in the game 2 defeat. Murray off the screen, half kick pass, one more, and there is Aaron Gordon from the dunker spot, so lethal. The locking behind the defense right there. Rudy Gobert had to step up to Jokic, hold the ball on the slip. Aaron Gordon, he didn't find the open pocket behind it. Here's Conley up the screen by Towns. He got the switch. Murray got in catch. Conley thought about a three and both. McDaniels put his hand on it and it comes out to Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. helped with just 9 points in game 2. He was working on the formula by the 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert. Good contest by the Timberwolves, and Murray made a great decision to get his man an open shot. Much like game 2, two different Timberwolves in the end contest, but Murray got a piece of that trying to get struck Porter Jr. in the way. Here's Cat on the pick and pop. Giannis 2 for 2. The self for clean, and that shooting being in the wall. Knocks down in second consecutive sleep. Tied at 9. Jokic battering his way inside. And that's gonna be a foul against Jaden McDaniels, his first. This is such a tough recovery for Jamal Murray to get back to Karl Anthony Towns. They're talking about is 7 footers, so even when you hit it similarly as Murray, where doesn't really affect the guy with the release that high. Shot over 40% from the deep on the regular season. Anthony Edwards tweeted taking a great Murray space. Warren. Joker on the crossset. So 2 bodies, and they forced it to miss again. Shooting well, a little to regular season average so far in 2 games in the series. Gobert with a hot shot and it comes off. Porter Jr. on the run out. Oh! Anthony Edwards quickly on the graph. He is the best 2 wing players in the game right now. Edwards who a big time block. And this is what Anthony Edwards will do to you. Michael Porter gets bought in the first defender here with nice step through. He thinks he's gonna get to the other side of the rim, and Anthony Edwards times it out perfectly. The athletic ability, false play triggering unit break. Here is the offensive end guarded by with good friend out of the lineup in Contavious Caldwell Pope, and Gordon switches on to Edwards with the rhythm dribble. Got a whistle and a defensive 3 seconds by Vision against the Denver. And there's just constant look and just cross the base of the reigning MVP, Nikola Jokic. Conley will take the shot. So the 19 to go in the opening quarter and make the pace so far too. It's exactly what Mike Malone said he was emphasizing, not playing deep in the shot clock against the defensive this good, and I think the pace early they love. They just like now not necessarily getting quality looks here the last few minutes, first in possessions, have some clean if hit knocked down the stroke game a little bit works. Murray and Conley around the Gobert screen. Sprays it out, McDaniels comes off and won it down that time for the Timberwolves. And so Anthony is picking up Jamal Murray right in the court. Keep an eye on that trend during the course of the evening. They picked up Murray 62 feet on the basket in the previous game, and Edwards commits a foul. That's gonna be his first, second team foul, make a third team foul. That after that, the NBA Conference Semifinals in ESPN are clever principle be food for real athlete to play to will. While Coach Malone said it did a 9 girls, he said the number Nuggets head coach who has never, since this reacted adversity the way that it did after game 2, he said needed to say a difference in his team, especially with the sense of urgency that starts when they start in this 7th playoff game. They lost the first quarter in 5 and them. He needs a couple boxes checks. He decided this game he should not be a candidate score tonight. Playing with pace and points out simplifying the offense legs. I wonder how would you say it done that? It's a serious thought. They is right to see then exactly what they wanted to do. According to security here, the game don't have the turnover yet. They got shot attempt every single time off the floor, again in the ball, into the scoring area, much area in the clock, and that puts a defense a little bit muck on the heels so that tonight they did it at the record court. Then you're not talking through the break didn't as double teams. Joker. SD loves it at forgot it's not wait very 7 the shot clock. Murray with the Florida game and it comes up again. Timberwolves on the line they have the numbers they wanted. He's Edwards and rhythm to 3 left it short. No ball pressure on Murray as he reaches the fault. Here's Joker against McDaniels. Light up got away with the block, it's gonna bounce. Things Denver basketball. One of the things Mike Malone just emphasizes us with you want Nikola Jokic to take advantage to the opportunity. I think this is one. I know Gobert is coming, but you can get it to McDaniels just to wait to let you on a couple free throws. And we have a whistle and a foul. Underneath is Michael Porter got foul. It'll be 2 shots for him. That's the 14th foul against Minnesota. For the junior on the free throw line. Second personal foul against Jaden McDaniels, who will come out of the ball game to kill Alexander Walker, who has been impenetrable the defender. Let me take a look at this weekend's NBA playoff schedule brought to you by ESPN Bet. It's brought this 3:30 against game 3 by Boston. Cleveland game 3 at 8:30. ABC has the draft lottery at 3 p.m. on Sunday, then 3:30. New York, Indiana, followed by Sunday on TNT. It's Denver against Minnesota game 4. Only visit denver.com with a visit in the NBA app. Denver leading by 1. Just underway here, the pitch is away for the opening quarter. Conley up to Gobert screen. Comes off and a nice porter by Junior. We got it over the midcourt right foot rhythm. Here's Joker on the show and go. Aaron Gordon. Little bit strong, tipped up. Good activity by Murray, but it could have bounce. But it be Minnesota basketball. Very nice sneaks inside, late cut by Aaron Gordon. But again, I think that's the opportunity for Jokic to get a shot attempt in there. Stayed and he come up short to scratch and goes out of bounds with a good defense. And the runs in round of the plus you hear is for that guy. Number 11, Naz Reid, whose neighbor wrong could run to be uplift here. Is his feelings of Robin, where he is simply put a fan. And the foul was for the junior on the turnover. He received the 6th Man of the Year award moments before tip-off tonight. And here's what it looked like. Here's a little bit of the quotes here though. I think we'll see me as role as assistant coach. Corey Williamson. People tribute to the I say he's not raised his second good morning life. He's with up not. Not really the guy that people want to talk about here in Minneapolis. No question about it, that's a well deserved award for sure. And Edwards the rebound. Denver leading by 2. Off the pindown and Edwards pocket pass. Picture perfect. Great action with the bend down to the call. Jokic have no choice but to no fallout and commit to help nobody on the backside of the drop off pass. At the other rim, Jokic working against Gobert. Yeah, good contest. Laterals out. Here comes Edwards. Serving off the drag screen. Lobs it up to Rudy and couldn't get there. Marwan Murray come to be number 1 here tonight in game. Yep. Little know why. Sport Junior has it. Blah blah. Here's Conley with against Murray. Now the switch. Caldwell Pope. Like put Joker in the energy. Could make him pay that time. Here is Gordon. It's a 2-1-1 with your Porter Jr. They will poke quite a notion. After nice play screen, Caldwell Pope. Porter got the rebound. And Porter Jr. will lay. And Larry Gordon making the play himself here earlier to great offensive rebound. John wanted the early back and think. Straight positioning and then beautiful delivery. Here's Gobert on the legs of Conley. Edwards. Conley with a nice show and go. That's his shot for offhand floater. He's a lefty, but he whips it at a high rate. Where Debris can't defend it any better. There was a great close-up by Michael Porter Jr. Couple of the ground before the pass letter of the dribble. Michael Malone said to that, take that. Murray dancing on the triple to get attacked by Reed, but a better shot by Murray. Get into his spot a little bit better so far in his first 8.5 minutes in the game. Getting ended late. He's getting to. Here's Reed of the player. Got downhill and lays it up on Nas Reed. He's on the shift. Here's his first bucket. He was so important to his Timberwolves teams at various times this year, especially late. And Karl Anthony Towns was out there to see such. They throw it into the block to Jokic. No double team. Spins. And draws the foul against Gobert. Could have been several calls with all that. I think Jokic was over exaggerating this kind of contact he was getting as we throws to Gobert. This is head-to-head combat that the Jokic finally with a spin gets this position right now. Here has no choice but the foul. He's on the line with a couple of shots. Jokic over 2 for the field so far. I think he just 13 shots with this previous game. NBA playoffs continue tomorrow with the European Game 3s on ABC with ESPN as the Thunder Mavericks to Rome and the Western Conference semifinals to Eastern. Then Eastern Conference semifinal between the Celtics and Cavs begins at 8:30 Eastern time. It all starts with NBA countdown at 3 p.m. What about Cleveland? Likes going to Boston. Donovan Mitchell with sublime with win. Evan Mobley showed off in the big live. Karis LeVert, he was good effort. Cleveland, I think, surprised some people with that out. They surprised themselves. They knew the defense was capable that kind of performance get that series back into it. Alexander Walker working against Murray. And assigned on the key direction. Reed with 3 on the shot clock. Gotta get to work in a hurry and lose it out of bounds. It'll be a shot clock violation against Minnesota. Minnesota goes to the best shooting big man by its own words its league has ever seen. Troy Anthony Towns 3. Welcome back in Europe. The Western semi-final delivered by Jamal Murray, emboldened with toughness and temerity, always embracing a big moment. Looks at the temperate guy, different pounds today, getting from point A to probably quick there, with one dribble to the rim, and he's been playing with the ball with his got situation to create spaces, separation, and get it to a jump shot. He literally didn't see anything of that Jamal Murray hit game 2, so that's already a positive sign for the Denver Nuggets to get there. League girls is they definitely need offense or looks a lot more comfortable this game. This was a ball in the open game through throwing the hit pattern on the floor, subsequently find Denver students Soros. His approach with Jamal applied by a tip off tonight, so that's never his intent to put anybody's health in danger. All the way to the basket, Jamal Murray is in the building tonight, folks. He just went 80 feet in just for 4 dribbles and did not get a assistant half court as he saw the gap. He was able to get away to the rim conference field. He was even that team against the ball pressure in the previous game. Did not get there anything turned 2 or 3 times in the backcourt in game 2. Edwards almost had the interception. But look at this, he goes about 82nd feet here. He's a birthday actually shot change. I think 80 feet is shorter than 90, and it takes a dribble. He looks it up. He doesn't see Rudy Gobert back there. Sees a little different guy Anderson, so he can get all the way to the rim. Switch hands with his body shooting, gets in more the ball. Ended a bit post dribble cross court. Holiday with one more the corner. KCP got it back. Too much sauce, but it comes right out the dribble. Joker put back in no count. Minnesota down 5. Where do you make them the offense so far? They don't seem to be quite as much in rhythm. I agree, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that I think the defense was creating that up tempo with ability to get into the set shooter, taking the ball down a little bit more here in the first quarter to throw them down on this end. And like about spent it never working about Nuggets defense, he was at the other end. Alexander Walker continues to sizzle both double figures in the last game. He has been great additions to the roster since signing as a great agent. Guarded by Corey Hudson in Towns, Murray in the midi, already with 8 pulls. Nice job that time. Getter HD Jokic doubled on the catch to get out, right on the ball to the other side. Jamal Murray gets the mismatch, the big one. The lead for 3 comes off, holding it on in Towns battling. Here into the corner, Murray surveys on the Blake. Alexander Walker picks him up one more to the corner. Holiday knocks down another 3. He was great light in that terrible performance on Monday night. He is capable of doing that. It's a nice delivery by Michael Porter Jr. and bounce back was the only way to get that ball to the corner. Great delivery, Justin Sexton into the knockdown. Here's Anderson. Alexander Walker, another one that was strong. And there's gonna be a foul there against Alan Holiday. Correct me, Justin Holiday. Excellent Drew Holiday. A better. They've been a holiday for Denver so far in the series, says Reggie Jackson checks into the ball game for the Nuggets. Remember, he sprained his ankle and hopped his way to the locker room. At one point during game 2, Murray comes out. They will try to have the good ground advantage. Obviously, the best is just more. We get more protection and more shots, more minutes. So anything you can get out of Denver's bench offensively, the bonus. I think Reggie Jackson is the one guy you can move that is great operate under these kinds of defensive conditions for Minnesota. 30 seconds to go in the period. Here's Edwards. They double team Towns. Edwards on the bounce cuts to the rim and lays it in. There are times where Earl still like lets the defender also force to the jumper because feels like he did it all the time. They want to know if you're gonna react to he is at the rim so quickly and that's really a background defensive places for Denver after rim. Chris Science, assistant coach, has just a great job then, as Jokic scores with 1.5 to go. Jokic 1 for 4 from the field. The ball got a bounce. And that's gonna do it for the first 12 minutes. This is Denver's largest lead of the series. Kyle Anthony Towns knocking down the second three to start the game. Jamal Murray with 8 points for the Nuggets, and that now to next playing start. It's time for tonight's access brought to you by Michael Perry Jr. Coach Malone told us that he wanted to make sure that you guys had a better start in this well literally during the first point. How would you assess your first year at President Department? It would play with intensity with good work. It took your teammate pro from high, so it should come out to play aggressive. And defensively, it's such a great start for you guys. Dominate on the inside defensively. You had a couple overlooks towards in the get a corner. How you get a try and then? How it's gonna continue 40 minutes to minutes team is gonna execute offensively. Murray sprints it at the baseline. Holiday knocks down another long J. He's got 6. Even that great play, Jamal Murray is taking that ball from the left wing alternative, takes pressure and escape from the baseline, but a shoot through the opposite side. Naz Reid has that layup low out, and Murray with gravity in front court. Off the golden screen, Towns is in a trap, and Murray drops the long jumper. 14-point lead for the Nuggets, the largest of the game and of the series. In the middle of the second team 4 run right now, that's gonna be a foul against Aaron Gordon. And Jamal Murray, they talk about how he's feeling different tonight. He's got more pass. Great job right here with a great dribble to make sure that that screen was set to get off opportunity to find space at the 3-point line. What you see in a couple layups going to Jersey, did a 3-ball basketball too a little bit bigger when you rise up the jumper. Tipping at that ball looking at really good going through the bucket. Kyle Anthony Towns with his third 3-ball of the game in the league in 11. Second Walker picking at Murray, but grounded bringing across. Michael Marone this series has several different players initiated. Gordon with the ball. And Alexander Walker stay down on the fake. Couple of Canadians going head to head. Tough fadeaway, that's gonna be short. Alexander Walker got the stop, that's gonna be a foul on Porter Jr. Sign of the bounce. I think Jamal Murray, with that was late to the clock, it's not a massive success to go 1-on-1 against Walker, Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels. 1-on-1 operating with the back to the basket in that situation, you're not going to be able to turn and separate enough to that kind of length to get a shot. It's got enough behind it. That's why they've woken up the short. They ignored the assistant coach within the call for the sideline. Signals in display. Rudy isolated the bail. Missed the lucky lay of the comes Holiday. Jokic getting ready to come back in the ball game. Porter Jr. draws a foul, and very imperious, aggressive Denver team will go to the free throw line again, up by 11. It's gonna be the first team foul against Minnesota. It goes against McDaniels. That's gonna be his third. That's big. You get Jay McDaniels off the floor here. It's great awareness by Denver. Out that defense pass up the sideline because no good bear in the floor. Kyle Anthony Towns with the last find the defense there. The shooting the Jarrett moved back. Michael Porter recognized he got a catch and got the all the way to the rim. Hey, boost your NBA 2K24 of my team, Warren. And it is the Roca code to redeem courtesy Oprah auction that to add either Nikola Jokic, the Carl Anthony Towns to your squad. See you on the court. It's good Porter Jr. is ready to pull his second free throw. Anthony Edwards on the bench right now with 5.3 assists. And Porter Jr. already in double figures content. Georgia were 14 minutes in. And the most important number of this match is the Collins is serious turnover because at another single play of the Denver is going to miss one to this point to get in the shot every trail. Vastly different to what we saw in game 2. It's going to be a foul on Porter Jr. now front ever since on Carl Anthony Towns. That's going to be his second personal foul. 13th foul in the period as Edwards checks back in the ball game. Interesting dynamic with McNary. This is coach calling the shot on the sideline. Bruce Finch, the head coach, had knee surgery after suffering the knee injury during the sideline collision during the Phoenix series. So they are operating very seamlessly with McNary making a lot of calls. And look like I never coached the NBA, but I coach a lot of basketball. Really, I would lose my mind if you halfway stand up. I don't recall to sitting down when I coached. It's gotta be but it's just been Chris Finch. While Kyle Anderson missed the easy cross one. Jokic into the front court with pace. Anderson started the game against the Joker in game 2, in absence of Rudy Gobert. Caldwell Pope from the baseline knocks one down. And leads up to 15, he has 4. Everything that Denver doing, he's just stronger. It's more decisive. It's close for guys to shoot in the ball's conference. Edwards got all the way to the bucket. He scored in 18 games in first 2 games in the paint. A lead down to 13. Edwards was setting his Murray. Joker setting the crushing screen, and Alexander Walker who resulted in the blind leg. The Jokic is amazing that when he sees that past most guys in naturally commissions that look like to the rim for the shot, he's always looking towards the baseline for that round drop off to clean the something easier. They double Edwards. Cross court. Conley that rattles out the Brown and the Nuggets off the run. Murray with intent of the Drake Joker. Underneath. Oh, lifted a chili by Jamal for bucket. Looks up in the stands and is further Rogers and the Fops. I've got this. And that's a different looks in night for Jamal Murray. Couple of jumpers in down. Let's go to the reverse over shot block. You watch an NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel. The Barking and Mara plays to the Western Conference semifinals, where the average opponent, you could tell Murray, objected to players. The sort of directed attack full court pleasures, getting it up the straight line, goes 85 feet for a layup, and the 1 foot jump, release, and a foot range that was packed hitting the three on the board. This assist right here should be a lot. As he kept his dribble, and he made it to the baseline, came up with the opposite side of them, able to let people know it's gonna be a different story to me. Look at the first two games compared to the tonight. In the first half, now a little fourth quarter pressure by the Nuggets. Would have been scripted in Minnesota a little bit, which Minnesota was doing against the common offensive floor. They gotta get the full how to satisfy the ball stays on one side of the floor. Here is over cutting out 4 guys and touched it. You get a nice post touch by Collins and Towns to K. That's a good possession. Quality shot is get them a little bit short. Caldwell Pope. He's Murray on the DHO action. He left one of the front lane, rebounded by Conley. Now Murray 6 of 10 for the field. Leading scoring against 13. Holiday with full rate to Cole Anthony Towns. Knock it away, and it's off of Towns. Mike Malone wild for center tonight. 14-5 scored. Great job, both ends. Stay aggressive, win screen. Click up, people are open. What an attack. People aren't doing the job right there. gotta be happy with what he sees so far. He did see where he needed Jokic to shoot the ball off the 30 times. He's only taken 5 field goals so far. Their offense is hardly anyway, but do you think this will be several opportunities that he had to get shots in the paint? He turned down, trying to make plays for keeper. I just think there are opportunities if that is your best option. I know he reads the game a little bit in that so far they have needed. Let's see if he has to dial it off. The Minnesota makes a run. Edwards trying to heat up Jamal Murray right now defensively. Backdoor cut by Caldwell Pope. One more to Brown and an open three, and he knocks it home. The question bank coming in the series: how much would Mike Malone trusted his bench? Brown answering the question that time. Has been production 3-point shooting at Christian Brown and Nellis Lilas. Great defender, great flash, great athlete. Losing shot to South. I think Minnesota will live for this with this step and knocked him down. Minnesota orders for again. Conley around the Gobert screen. Got inside. Rocked by Jokic, but Gobert follows it. That's gonna be a foul against Edwards, who might see a challenge on this one. Look like Murray just a foul. That's the second personal foul. Could be second team foul. Take another look at it. Harder to the tail end a bit farther. Tell that they get the hold in its list, that they get their feet tangled. Anthony Edwards just mentioned said all because none of that's all in the last game. It's sticking at full court pleasures versus the beat that the series got called for the Jokic. Gonna try to work down on that read. Reed great in transition defense again. Edwards and the court. Wow, right versus feet. That was Denver's first turnovers, and it's up the ball game. And you see why it's so important, because of the athletes that Minnesota has there for the convert from one end of the force to the other protector. With Anthony Edwards' speed in the opening court, nobody got out of the KCP, but he missed it. Building the live a little bit here. Deficit is 16. Conley for the 3. Make it 13. Timeout Denver. In the biggest night in 20 years here, in many athletes, the crowd live. This is that defense we talk about. At work, it could trigger the open flow. Anthony Edwards, they could blend this crowd to the right. For this crowd, we needed something because alive. We could have been started and finally get another run. Rudy Gobert easily put back. Great defense in the post by Naz Reid, broken away from the MVP. It leads to this, to the best athlete in the league in the open court. And Mike Conley right after the super press screen steps into a three as Mike Malone is not wasting any time. That ball was athlete to the brim. He was already 40 in timeout. In his hands, he knows how important it is to squash this growth right now. Anthony Edwards capitalizing the many comebacks so far in the mix of a 7th rushing run. With 2 Nuggets through the right end of the field and it's timeout. Reggie Jackson will bring it across. Steering down the gear, Alexander Walker. An elbow touch to the KCP. Joker off the screen. You have a whistle before the shot. And a foul against Minnesota. I think it's safe to say this point lands. This is too quick a whistle tonight. I think this is around the contact that Minnesota was going to do everything it's been legislatively different tonight. That's great crash action at a timeout here, and they just got Minnesota for time, hold up the screen, then run through the screen before Jokic got a shot off. For the junior inside, that's the layup. Michael Porter Jr. up to 12 tonight, lead up to 15. Run on Edwards out front. That put Joker in that action. They do it again the underside. There's a bucket pass. Gobert squeezing through paint and is fouled here to go to the line for 2. Even though Gobert here with the slip to the rim, he's gonna get 2 free throws. Jonathan, the energy out of Denver right now, waited there, defending both screen, the way the crazy enough 3-point play, really impressive, all that into the flow. I think that offensive success is trigger, like the situated on the sit on the floor. Gobert the free throw line, first time further, and congratulations to Julius birthday, a young Romeo Rudy Gobert. He's gonna read to showed us. Hayes can feel a chance to win tickets to the NBA playoffs in the amazing prizes thanks to the Globe Ultra Courtside Nuclear Ultra Superior. Like Rudy so to said earlier today, he was great to have his teammates gaze time in from the locker room. Subsequent tonight win in Denver, sharing congratulations with his teammates in the Jupiter locker room after that win. Said his sense of something very special. He's 0 for 2 there though. Jackson back to the rush. Gordon underneath. Have a whistle and a foul is gonna go against Minnesota. That's gonna be the 4th team foul against the Timberwolves. Hey Jones, that foul was completely set up by the initial push of the course by Reggie Jackson. He got Minnesota retreating, turning their back to the perimeter. So then the kick out Naz Reid's out of position. This is the back cut by Jokic, but a set off again by that pace. As his second foul is jumper, knocks down the long 2. It's the me and 6 and 6 or 7 to the both go game. It's 17-point lead to the Denver Nuggets. He'll control his first half. It's just against the trend so far in the series. Actually, they're timed playoffs. And look at a foul again. This is really good against Minnesota. And Rudy Gobert is going to put Denver at the free throw line. It was going to go against Alexander Walker. Didn't like pulling piece like in the sequence. Absolutely again, and then again the whistle a little different for that tonight, and they do not necessarily react it too well. Jared Jackson kill Alexander Walker, can tangle up like there, and an opportunity to Reggie Jackson to see the ball go in without having a hand in his face. Here we go this time. Reggie Jackson was not a major quarterback roster, but this year with some of the changes in the roster, teams have fired apart of their point guard rotation. Spellin, Murray ended the minutes here. Although since this year, lose and the more intentional offense to get into the right, more with pretty pressure and the backline defense go to a normal still radio. In the previous game, it seemed I was not really able to play one of the hills. Right now, Minnesota is not dictating where the Nuggets will go in the offensive end. In another area, they can say it is going to the paint, but it's sure underneath they win the department for the first time in the series. Under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Home team with toughness of a big bogey Edwards throws ball in his way to bucket. Good defense by Brown though. Jackson in transition. Looking to have a jump ball call by Tony Brothers. And Mike Conley says, great hands on that end, Christian Brown not do one better or action forces some opponents. Great defense by both guys. As your practice ability to come up to the head of team to able to get your hands in it against mostly basketball without fouling. Great difficulty at Reggie Jackson apparently moving the right later than that and waking game 2. That's sore ankle. Minnesota wins the tip. Conley brings it across. Gives Edwards. Good closeout by Jackson to the body. Reed lays it up and draws the foul. We'll get a couple shots. He'll labor with that. Great closeout. Nice job by Naz Reed. Not just settling for the fact that his 3 was taken away, moving the basketball. He sees a smaller defender coming and he becomes straight to get the first step, get into the paint, get into the rim, and there are a couple of free throws. Now foul likes is gonna go against Reggie Jackson. Good to look at seven numbers off the bench by the reigning 6th man of the year, Naz Reed. Undrafted on the LSU actually hit between his freshman to sophomore. He lost some 30 pounds, got himself in fantastic condition. You think about where he was a year ago. It's the same. He's been afraid to get in too close to Joker and get the defensive board and offensive end. A totally different player now. I coached against Naz Reed, AAU circuit. He was a 15 and 16-year-old, primarily defender, protecting the rim. Is going to turn himself to a great NBA offensive player. Joker misses that jumper. The lead is 17, 3 minutes to go in the half. Minnesota trying to go up 3-0 in the series. No team is coming back from a 3-0 deficit. That's going to be a foul against Denver, putting Minnesota at the free throw line. Foul is going to go against Contavious Caldwell Pope. Interesting when you're looking point at Anthony Edwards. Those two are very good friends from the Atlanta area. A great one-on-one. Running off in gyms against and with each other, right? Overtime lead for facility down there. Paid Sunday afternoon is big day to NBA on BC. NBA countdown 6 hours to 2:30 Eastern time, all by a NBA draft literally at 3 minutes game 4. In Eastern Conference semis, Pacers holding the benchmark to streaming on this ESPN app would. Huge win by the Pacers. And what a series that has been in the field, feels like his games come down to what has got the ball last. In this case, in Indiana, big shot by Nemhard. They give Indiana a win to get the back in series. Joker gonna try and walk down the Naz Reed. Jamal Murray, Hazy, that's his spot, and that's the cash. Jamal Murray is like that tonight. 15 points in the ball game. And Cat dribbles it off his hood. And he's poke testing to Jason Hayward. Take another look at it. And look at reverse it. They're gonna challenge the call on the floor. Minnesota is the timeout. They call by double rocket, bringing him like back. Looney on the floor inside about tell it to the players challenge them in episode. Minnesota Timberwolves challenging the call on the floor. The ballers has hit the ball one a bounce, and number said that it would be 2 times out of bounds off of Brown here out of bounds. So it's a successful challenge. This official Tony Brothers in his sideline out of bounds. Minnesota basketball team during the court break and talk about how crucial these last 2 minutes and 22 seconds are for Minnesota. Where do you see this well for this Denver? It's just in this pass you got a 17-point lead. The last thing you want to see is the late run by the Minnesota Timberwolves to get some momentum going. You have to get this thing close to 10 or 12. It's going to be different to Minnesota going into the locker room. Edwards out top. 9 points in the ball game. McLaughlin in the goal game. 7 on the shot clock. Edwards got Murray on the switch. Nice feed inside. Alexander Walker in the slam. Good patience offensively by Minnesota. Brian Smith, in particular, he had to drive in. He has so little traffic. Brown out to the rock today. Here's Gordon. Back out to Murray. He sets the offense. Nice read in the drop. Towns switches on Murray. Jamal with a step back 3. Edwards in mid-time ball. Steps down court. Goes around the world. End of the quarter. 3 gets the everything bucket. Trailing by 15. Caldwell Pope. Joker. Cross court run one more to Caldwell Pope. McLaughlin fell. A wide open Jamal Murray knocks it home, laces the 3. Just as good as you can do, George, right there. The ball went both sides of the floor and went inside out. Perfect delivery by Jokic, and Murray steps into it, finishes his hot hand. Nice read on drives, raised it up McLaughlin. Another long 3 out to Joker, running the floor. Good defensive transition by McLaughlin. Knock it out of bounds. I'm talking about here, George is beautiful. Jokic reads it, turns it off balance, starts to drive the hill. Great catch and shoot, attacking the closeout guy like KCP. And at that point, he's the 2-on-1 of the mix side and trusting you best players to make the right. Jokic working against Reed. That one comes to the play. That Reed has defended him extremely well in the series. The numbers through it. In transition, out of Towns, it's the rhythm to 3. That's his 4th 1.5. And now a little forecourt pressure by Alexander Walker. Gordon cross out Edwards. It's a little elbow second there. Here's Murray. After whispering contact and an offensive foul against Denver, Michael Malone looks at his bench, thinking about the review here by challenge. This is one of the favorite sets for pass sets elbow. Gary's gonna set this elbow back screen and it's gonna come for a cerebral handoff. And then like one of the Murray's moving on that screen and release an offensive foul. And just Minnesota's got a chance to the last possession in the half. So far defensively, Minnesota announcing the Turner's defense as his Turner's got a great job running the defense of the Timberwolves all season long. Number 1 during the regular season. Tonight, Greg Vincent, the penalty assistant coach, who was gone turn by this playoffs. They can run another way down. Edwards into the corner for 3. Too strong, and that will do it for the first half of the play. As Denver comes up with its best half of the postseason so far. They lead it 56-41. Coming up on the Toyota halftime report, Denver with a dominant first half so far. With 24 minutes to play, we'll have Lika right away by Matt Myers in the studio run assist and highlight. Minnesota tried 3-0, but the rain changes, biting back. here is the first time wrap up. The both team has a good start. Scored 10 or 12 points each other. Both teams scored 10 or 12 points in the 3 or 4 minutes in the first quarter. But Denver outscored Minnesota in the offensive rebound after good contest, and Murray also is really aggressive so far. Has been really aggressive so far, and ending up 28-20, 8-point lead, 8-point Denver lead. In the second quarter, Murray continues to aggressively go into the basket. He scored 18 points in the first half, and also Justin Holiday and Christian Brown makes good percentage 3-pointer and leads up to temporary up to 19. But after that, mainly Anthony Edwards goes Minnesota and Minnesota mainly Anthony Edwards goes to the 7-0 run, but Mike Malone agilely takes time out and made to lose their momentum, and the second half eventually end up 15-point lead, Nuggets lead. So the theme of second half will be the offensive rebound and how to slow down Jamal Murray. And on Nikola Jokic, they're doing really good job, mainly Naz lead. So how about Murray, Nickel Alexander Walker, and Anthony Edwards will do it. So the second half will be the 12, 3 or 4 until 3 or 4. So I will take a rest. See you later. has led to a lot of opportunity for his shooter is making everyone decision for the middle of the court and making sure the spacing is there and the guys to be rewarded. Eyes of particularly Jokic has the basketball because he's going to define you and make the defensive pay. It's for Jamal Murray versus his brother like the men's here right now. 18 points tonight already in just 8 points total in game 2. Our first half is then brought to you by Charles Watt. As we are underway here in the third quarter, Murray with ball pressure on Conley. Into the corner, want to pass inside of McDaniels with the slam, and that's played as the third quarter. That's his first field goal of the game. Very important in the first 5 minutes of side to get a flow offensively, and then the most importantly, be able to lead something else to this end to take the Spain coming off the ball in the first half. Here's Gordon with the long ball. The threes is good. Aaron Gordon. Angel had a chance to speak with the Minnesota coaching staff. Angel, what's up? He was talking with coaching and answers his differences were in game 2 to now executing is not the same. A sense of urgency is not there. They can finish at the rim and look at adjustment where he was able to actually get back at the offense after Todd said he said we prepare for this to throw the first punch. We would need with not playing with throws. He said only forcing them to 3 turnovers. The more Murray is too comfortable, they have to change that moving forward. Right, Angel, we got a time on the floor, the coach's challenge. I've been calling floor back into this. Looney on the floor, out of bounds to Minnesota. Great tentative. The call on the floor is changed. The ball goes off Gobert's arm. The challenge is successful. Denver loses the timeout due to the mandatory will attend to the challenge. Take a look at the video board for tonight's quick trip of the game. Tuesday night that's gonna be fun. Meanwhile, the Timberwolves on the fall on the floor is successful The Denver Nuggets saved the Denver possession. They lose the timeout due to the mandatory. They get put on the ball. That's very early. Seems like a very inconsequential look here. Denver did the first for the 6-point lead. With the number 8, nobody gets to the same sort of that's their position right here. Trying to get some momentum. Joker trips the ball to fouled Karl Anthony Towns. That's gonna be the second personal foul on Cat. And when Jokic falls, he falls in sections. The big fall. That's an easy call. You can see Jokic's customary barricades on his left arm that sometimes up in every single game. And it might have been in that play, I don't know. But it is amazing to be the amount that the skin he gets up every single night on the shoulder. He's less than of glow this time. Surprise boys, things are turning to raspberries, and it's morning. We pray you know what I mean. It'll be Denver basketball sideline of the bounds, taking a little pretty much opening 6 of 10 right now. To the point about Jokic falling, they called about all hands of death to the 90 people they're clearly flawless. Because another ground kick for the slit. You gotta sweat with a court. Cat picks him up at mid-court right. Caldwell Pope off the court to screen. Gonna deliver in daylight and cashes out. KCP with the mid-range. He has 6. The screen setting much better tonight for Denver in the major point of emphasis of Blake Malone. Not enough contact in the first 2 games on those screens. Great with setback to trying to get patience in space. Anthony Edwards. We saw Phoenix game in game 1. We saw him take over in the 3rd quarter. He's got 12. Cat with good ball pressure, his work. Right by McDaniels. McDaniels helped by those 3 fouls in the first half. Gobert at the letter of screen, good help. Murray spins on McDaniels. Tough fadeaway, cash! Jamal Murray, up to 20 now. His acceleration tonight, this start game is just completely different as the speed to growth physically but extra data offensive between help nobody more than Jamal Murray. Then on the shot clock, or Edwards gets off the ball. It's Conley. Laster in the lane, then lays it home. He back under 15. Conley with 10. And 3 for 9 shooting. Jokic heads it off to Murray. McDaniels almost picked up the terrorating for there. Running into one. Got a hand of it. Couldn't catch. Got the block by the 3rd piece of Murray's own. That's gonna be his 4th foul. That's just unfortunate. It's a little unlucky because he defended that as well as you can. Additionally, to come up the reflection, this is that elbow set the left on. Back screen to a dribble handoff. Murray keeps his dribble. Look, great effort by Mitchell. Vinces reaches in 1 extra turn to get Murray's arm to pick up his 4th. 50-point deficit for one team. Trying to go up 3 games to nothing. Joker pulls the 3, and it comes out to McDaniels. Anthony Edwards with same pace. Walks in a 3. That line driver had a chance. Edwards so far took a zone of 6 of speed. TCC Edwards picks up Jamal Murray and the sequence. Aaron Gordon with a great first half in game 2 with the jumper. Able the last 2 postseason, Eric Gordon sets such a professional to come up bigger, have to had it as a shooter, which is an afterthought for getting the face and not getting knocking down shot. Towns around the pick in the screen. Great pass inside. A Gobert with the push. The man is primed by Towns as taking the dribble up. Back doors is a pleasure, but the dribble that actually destroyed to Gobert is easy. Then we're able to keep the open strike. Daniels just chasing Jamal Murray around the corner. Murray inside, scrapes out to KCP. One more right open goal. Everybody got a touch. Everybody eat. All of that. Initiated by first screen, Jokic set to get Murray space and getting yellow KCP with snatch, catch and attack, then all leads to an open quarter 3, leads 21 legs. Tranley with an off country got away by Golden. He was sitting on that. Here comes the Nuggets. Porter Jr. with space, bottom. The Denver Nuggets decimating, infiltrating, disemboweling the number 1 defense in the NBA. But Denver has looked comfortable in the pressure of the game. They look nice and constant tonight. Everybody is touching it, making that defense work and knock it down shot after shot. Welcome back to the one that comes up for semifinals, delivered by Chip Norley, 3 from Denver. Minnesota lost ranked 10-9. And Denver shooting Denver split tonight. They talked about first 5-6 minutes around the locker room. Her button was Minnesota with a touch shots that was controlled instead. Denver is a team that has top 3-point shooting, hasn't been effective in the series. 4 for 5 here out of the locker room in the first less than 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. 2 minutes they runs out of this timeout, trying to stop the breathing. Here's Gobert. Good active hands by Jamal Murray. He's been much more active at both ends of the floor tonight. Denver leading by 22. Murray with 20 in the ball game on 9 of 15. Nothing frustrates you worse the coaching staff and out of the timeout. We feel it draws some action up. Then now you start in your backcourt with 13 from the clock because of the deflection. Runs on some pistol. Conley. McDaniels. Yay, back down to 20. Joker just running into furious like pulling bird attack of cross court skip pass. KCP with a get catch. Grace is up to 3 and is fouled on a shot. He got a hit on the elbow. Michael Conley not protesting. That's gonna be his first personal foul, the third team foul against the Timberwolves. Here we won a charity tournament. The defensive player committed the fouls. Just look at it. Just a reaction. Michael Conley is not saying a whole lot. Right there, clearly got it on the arm. Odoropo with free throw line. 7 in the ball game. Let's look at this weekend's NBA playoff schedule. ABC 29. At 3:30, OKC Dallas Game 3 for Boston versus Cleveland Game 3. The ABC Sunday as the draft voting where I am. 3:30 is the Oregon Game 4 in the Minnesota Game 3 on TNT. More to this Game 3 at NBA.com and visit the NBA app. 3:36 Coldwell Pope for the free throw line entered the earliest. That was hand out and played against each other once. 5-on-5 at the OG's facility in Atlanta. Senator Edwards says, "Hey, that's my older brother when I want to kill everybody in front of me." I love the pros of Anthony Edwards. He step 3 has the look at his eye. He takes it home with him. Right now he has a ton to figure out a way to get this crowd going, to get some. And then Q lands his knocks and step back 3. With 8-point game, he's got 15 on the night. Oh no, comeback started with his end. This is the end of the scheme into this one problem tonight, which is a started contrast that we saw in the 2 games of the Murray with the lefty lane comes down. Edwards into the front court, stares down Murray. Tough mid-range, nothing too tough for Ant-Man. He checks with him coaches and 80 end with the end of the winning game 2 and 10. I wanted the country guys to see the extra shooting. We need to keep our foot on the gas. Anthony will get so far tonight. Oh, they did in game 2. Edwards raised it out to Anthony Towns. So the contact is gonna be a block against Caldwell Pope. And the last 2 for Denver after Edwards' second straight basket. The turn to press up when the Jokic was able to turn the corner over the limit for the layup. KCP is a little bit late there on the baseline, as you can see, not quite squared up to run crossing at Towns. And so that has been digging himself out of it. Don't hole all night. The last 9 Conley fouled on his throw to the body. And that was going to be the second team foul against Denver. Conley processed immediately. And Tony Brothers sent Brothers shot. Tony always pretty much. It's Edwards. Inside of Gobert. Jeff Daniels one more good anticipation by Caldwell Pope. The shot clock is down to 4.1. So Minnesota has to work expeditiously. This has been some quick header here for Anthony Edwards to be off the floor. Bottled up both. And they get a shot clock violation. They were sitting in the wood. Anthony Edwards 7 20 tonight, 7 from deep, 17 points. But a different story in tone and tenor, especially at the defensive end for Minnesota tonight. They have not been able to strangle the Denver to lead into the game 2. This could have Spears open at the back of the foot game. He was still Hajic team from game 2. It has been 4 days. He's got days. He told me a lot about what the total of this team was going to as has been at the lead up to this game. Anthony Edwards in the front court. Crowd by 2 bodies. Joker heads in the KCP. He gets the switch for the Porter Jr. Ejecting here with the left hand. Oh, mid-air higher tactics from Ant-Man. What a shot. He's been a lot 7. That's gonna be an offensive foul against Jokic with one more look. At the hang time with Edwards, this can a lot. Oh, this is first. This is so acceleration. They time the corner that quickly. You get great backline defense out of Aaron Gordon, right? Anthony Edwards able to just go on a different flow and he's all elevated, but Aaron Gordon was able to. And then the body control shift hand shooting with the left. Caldwell Pope with not passing away out to Alexander Walker. Also shot. Will Gobert with the rebound. McDaniels inside lost the handle, and it comes out to Jokic. We have a foul on Gobert, where it's out of bounds. Denver looking for a tech foul on that was usually present as not convinced. He would not be convinced. 4.5 minutes to go in the third. Going to set the screen to leave a little bit pressure on Murray. Good ball run first to Jokic. Got it by a nice lead. He'll take a nice job so far. This time Jokic with a big time hook. A great difficulty of that shot. Incredible to get Jokic with the entire side with solace. And the passage to jump hook. And an offensive foul call against Anthony Edwards. Caldwell Pope took a blow there. Remember, they're gonna review this now because the definition that they emboldened last year was the offensive player not allowed to take unusual launch angles. And I think that would constitute with the usual launch angle, by opinion. You can see he's got space to go up vertically, and instead he just leans to the left, and that shows to come off. And the chance to look KCP, I think, is pretty good defensive position. Let's take a look at this. I don't even think KCP literally win this heading too much in that's a religious shot. He's not trying to say anything. That at the head of the chamfers. Little change shot there by Anderson Edwards on his set a trigger friends like score. It's been so. We saw Luke last night. It needs some better work, and KCP by that in the bit to the tennis. Gordon out to Jokic. Back tap by Kyle Anderson in the fouls. Nobody there on his team to retrieve it. So it'll be Nuggets basketball baseline out of bounds. That's happened to Jokic a number of times in these three games. It's clearly something that identified they could do it from behind with the swipe, which is not read to a couple times there again. And we have an offensive foul this time against Denver. That's going to be against Michael Porter Jr., his fourth. As Justin Holiday, he's summoned out of Michael Malone's bench and will check in for Porter Jr. He will not play. He was Justin Holiday. He was the bright light of Knicks' courage in Game 2 with 13 points. Watson came in this one to get a clean look at the corner and knocked his first shot. Good thing benches with shot with Mike Malone. It's just out his the counts. Towns misses the 3. The lead stands at 20. Murray brings it cross against Kyle Anderson. Nice pass to Jokic. Float game for over Towns. And the lead's up to 22. Florida, you need about 6 lessons is that you go best under the floor and James Jokic with love private good steal by Joker. Active hands, Gordon back out to KCP. Jokic has scored the last 6. Throws it up for Gordon, embracing his downs, runs the dunker spot, and draws it home to make it 83 to 59 with 3:09 to go. The reigning champs roaring back here in Game 3. Back after this. Jokic just is a shy triple-double. Great hands defensively, and area to improve it to place. Lily is perfect timing right there. The late threat and then he awareness here coming out of the spin and the active short of the ball, but it's pretty certain Eric Gordon is gonna be somewhere back there. Perfect delivery for another conversion for Denver. This is operating a high efficiency right to score. And would have a special kind of moments is actually Eric Gordon traveling to Serbia a couple times already this years. The British Joker. He's made a turn 3, this so. Jump hook by Kyle Anderson. Then comes up to the Nuggets. 24-point lead and 3 minutes to go in the third. Murray got big lead by Anderson. At the 3 on Reed for 3. Got it. And today's NBA with the flibly for a lot of 3-point shooting legs. No lead is safe, but Denver has determined tonight to knock it up worth up to the hardest any space he could a major practice the first 2 games in the series. Murray of the dribble to screen. Golden out to Joker. Got the 3 off in time on target too. Either Jokic makes it 86-62. Right now what Denver is doing is taking advantage of the fact that Minnesota takes to almost overreactive penetration and its active process to me made his stays on the perimeter. Towns got it by Gordon. Inside type pass, never really has a chance to make it. Deep outlet to Holiday, he could bounce, and then falling at the bounce gave it to Anderson. Towns on the drive, foul, and you get 2 free throws, get fouled by Jokic. That's gonna be his 3rd. Karl Anthony Towns going to the free throw line, 85% free throw shooter. It's been yesterday I seen his knee. He surgically deployed knee with father called senior on it. Guys watching the whistle IDTV though. I blocked the lock it go 2. Brooklyn mystery critically compelling net soul. NBA playoffs continue tomorrow. Call to get another pair game 3 on ABC at the ESPN that. Then the Mavericks pro is the Western Conference final. 30 minutes to 15 final between the Celtics and Cavs. 8 seeds at 2:30 with the NBA Cup now at 3 p.m. Got the free throw line. Knocks down a second. Got it down to here the climb. We're going to Minnesota down by 22. You have 2 things right now for Denver that they have to avoid. It helps comebacks, turnovers, and fouling with the defensive end of the floor. Denver just seems to be moving a little more freely in their offensive plays. And Joker with another bucket. It's amazing how Jokic just shifted this game to the first half to the second, primarily at the start to the first half, and now taking advantage both the scoring opportunity. We lost the handle, but comes up with it. And we're gonna have technical foul. Oh, that's like against the Timberwolves. It's gonna go against Lance Reed, 6th man of the year. So they got a hit there on the drive. I think he got released as they complain on that looked like his arm got gloved on that drive. That's a little bit too much to say in the frustration tonight. More for the Timberwolves. We saw a lot of frustration out of the Denver Nuggets. Michael Malone even alluding to he said his team's reaction to that defensive bloodshed actually really surprised him. He's not seeing his team to collapse instantly like that, the way that it did in Denver. And he was challenging them to respond clearly, obviously. So first, if you click corner, you can ask the better response to this. Joker scored 11 in the last 14. Now it's Alexander Walker. He's underneath the screen at first over the next one. Gonna contest, but too late, says Reggie Jackson. 91-64, 3 seconds to go. In the third, Edson had knocked loose. Is this a part of the game where a movie in front where Ant-Man has the muscle shot defeat? Is he gonna get back in it? Well, 27 in a quarter, yep. Maybe more than anything to carry over a little bit coming out of this. There are times since I've seen this in a game where it gets away from you. Guys can have some shots to win that clearly unneeded. Well, in terms of the final score that they do have leading with the player carrying the forward Sunday. Often tells this Anthony Edwards as being the best player on the floor in the series. Jackson, Joker set a collision screen a little over zeros, and that's gonna be an offensive foul against Jokic, who was protesting again. You're gonna call a timeout and challenge the call on the floor. There's a look at it. Really get the adjudication of the call on the other side is ran. Michael Malone challenging the call on the floor, which was an offensive foul against Jokic right there. You thought that why then officials have to determine. He is shoved by Rudy Gobert, where he kind of hits Jokic in the chest and knocks him backwards, which causes the contact. I think the officials gonna try to observe it to what extent to just shove literally caused it, because Jokic kept going backwards, and I think that's what they're gonna say. I think clear out. You could read Joker's lips and he pushed me. You're getting Rury's. Here's the call. This challenge is successful. The play is overturned to defensive foul on Gobert. It's applied to the awkward shooting motion. There, you can shoot the 1 plus for 2. Denver loses their timeout, and that's their last time. Not surprising, you can see the shove right there. Here gets Jokic off balance. They determined that without the shove, they kill Alexander Walker. Gonna navigate that screen. That's the determination of the officials. It's funny because Mike Malone didn't want to challenge at it. But not how thought it is rare in the bench. Mike Malone looked at it with zero. I guess the 3 of the MVP. I guess they deserve the right. The challenge of the deputy has 0 to 2 with defender and talent. Really conducts the Jokic right. They'll go to the free throw couple of shots. 95% in the postseason, knocks down the first. I tell you what, they showed up for Curry here tonight at Target Center, but the Denver Nuggets, man, they turned the blue shot green. They did injured. I mean, there is a freaking motto. A sidelines to put on the sellout cloud over 19,000 so far tonight. And the energy and the vibe in the city was so powerful to in the air, the excitement of Minnesota. They expected to take control and put them to the right. Maybe a bright light going to Blake. 93-66. Then Mike Malone said he was going to challenge his 2 stars to have a big response. We have seen it both of the Tamar Murray getting loose of the line, really scoring, and the third quarter, by Nikola Jokic. Jokic gonna start this fourth quarter on the bench with 20 points, 12 rebounds, and just an assist away from another triple-double. It must be frightening. Putting up a triple-double in the front court, just round against Darrell Anderson. Murray after throwing the screen, will grits it. Gordon on the baseline. Brown knocked a punch, and 4.3 to go on the shot clock for Denver. Murray the treat. Chase action with Gordon gets it back. Got a poke. Oh, looking to have a shot clock violation against Denver. You know, George, a big difference tonight with Jamal Murray is screening comes as a lot of ball screens, a lot of dribble handoffs. And game 2, Minnesota was beating him around the court on every single one of those teams. The space was just not everything, and I think was a lot of it because he didn't have the acceleration to separate every time he's come off the speed, and he has been in Minnesota and played a too-much spot. He can time the corner with the presses. Alexander Walker turns the corner and draws a foul. He'll get a couple of free throws. Alexander Walker has been a great story emerging for Minnesota Timberwolves in the playoffs. So that first game against Phoenix, he had a playoff career high. Lily was a wonderful catalyst and a 4-game sweep of Phoenix Suns, and has time with Nick coach Chris Finch. Goes back to his time in New Orleans. Tony the Finch again hit the clean slam to begin here. Really worked afterwards, got into his woes. Knocks down the second free throw. There was a team full of great monopoly defenders. I think he might be the best game had. Then you said that every team full of the Brown comes after McDaniels. Here's Kyle Anderson. Here's a little deceleration moving. Throws a foul. Just gonna go against Christian Brown. Here Anderson at the free throw line, making his first trip to the free throw line in this series. Anderson got the start for Rudy Gobert in game 2. And so with Anderson, Gobert, McDaniels, Conley, and Alexander Walker on the floor. Got a shot of Edmond and Anthony Edwards on the bench. Alexander Walker picking up Murray for a court. Off the Gordon screen, back to Gordon. Porter. Dribble hand off to Murray. Got caught up in the air, turned it over. McDaniels with a good race. Punched it over Brown by the bucket. Just their 5th turnover. And this game, just a big reason for this lead is taking care of the basketball. Doesn't lead, it's a run out. Then a chance to get the style going. Might be a little too late now. It's gonna be that the first half. Murray flanched the jumper at the other lane. They needed the pressure. I saw the Walker McDaniels. Little step through and have loose with a foul. And that is going to be a block against Murray. Foul against Burns, 3rd team foul. It's going to be the 3rd personal foul. Oh, Murray. With 10-11 to go, you want to lane Michael Murray with Chris Finch. Nicola is going to bring Anthony Edwards back. It's just taken on it. I think going to last him a couple minutes since he releases goals. I know what did approach Jamal Murray. I could struggle with considering not giving my body up to discharge as a vote. He's got struck by Karl Anthony Towns. And the second game was another led to that in a goal. And a competition but Malone and out of the court and in the face of the officials, and it just got run over to get there. And for a star player, and you might be giving a body, so play can give everyone a several lot. You know MB is trying to obey this law, that's right. Lewitt no. Porter Jr. from deep raises the 3 ball to make it 98-72. He's got 18. And just shoot comfortable there right now because you're playing the big lead and here comes plus pass goal. And shooting his range just getting into the offensive and chance there, aggressiveness. Will grow pressure by Minnesota. Brown brings the cross against McDaniels. Edwards and Cat Finn with a comeback in the ball game, so there's the answer for the question. 9.5 minutes to go. Minnesota trying to make it run and run. And it's gonna be a double dribble trouble. It's between Cole Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards. And look to your point, Ari, in a great point. 20-point lead ratio for other being in the NBA with the Pueblo instead of 3-point shot. And the pace is this game. So McDaniels is Minnesota gets make back kind of run here. I think part of this, we're putting it back in the game right now. He part of this also for let him to established to take out of this game. And Sterling is until raise the lead. I think a big clincher right now. The way you put it back here, right here, instead of far underneath against Nak, it makes me wonder though. When you look at game 2 in its totality versus the total from around here in game 3, is there really that much carryover? Well, even if you do establish a little offensivism, I think for two best of offensive players to get an opportunity to get see that the ball gets a couple more times, I think there's important vibes to take review of the game. You're gonna give up about 3 to 4 minutes here is. See what they can do, cutting this league down, with you make that final decision for the come after playing. Conley with 7 on the shot clock. Lost his dribble. And turn it over again. Quick outlet down court to Holiday. And back out to Jokic. McDaniels picks up. Jokic gonna walk him down. Gobert in the helper spot. Murray back out to Joker. Inside Porter Jr. Everything but the bucket. For Denver, here's Edwards. Good McDaniels fouled by Holiday. It was interesting, you look at the way that Timbers bounced back here in game 3 and the burgeoning leadership of Nikola Jokic. Out of the All-Star break, he sent out a group text to his teammates saying, guys, when we need for practice tomorrow, I want everybody to be about the presence. I'm here for us here. That was the intent of the message. As it certainly did it when you look at the play that they coached the regular season and the way that they handled the business up to this point, able to bounce back here in game 3. We know team that reaches the pinnacle that's the latest season ago. It's gonna have exactly the same during the back to next regular season. And at some point that problem is going to get a kick in and you're gonna find have gear like Greek to just find that down the stretch over the last couple of months of decision. Of Kron, Joker against Gobert. They left him alone. A Joker missed it, tipped it home, and Jokic now with 20, 12, and 9 stack lines tonight. Lead is up to 25. Conley lost it again. Consecutive turnovers, and Minnesota disconcerted, discombobulated, and dispirited right now. You can see, and Jokic getting to the spin game, right ball control right there, softest touch with a big man in the league. Looked like he was supposed to be miscommunication there. Right, he was left alone. The Jokic gets that momentum going to the rim to the right, he can tip that in. Under 8 minutes to go to 3-point lead. Conley tipped at a bounce. Here's Jokic. Shot clock 15. They empty out the side for the MVP. Couldn't walk down well there. And Murray misfires on the jump. Here's Anthony Edwards. The relatively quiet 19 so far tonight. Got ripped from behind Denver with numbers Murray. Skies is flying circle the night fruits. Makes matter in the booth here against center for the Timberwolves. It is for the Timberwolves with Jamal Murray A good advantage for the public enemy number one that gets giving his group Murray, the Kitchener Ontario Canet. Murray and Full Fly. That's Sir Caltmus with the Ignacio tape on it. Much better tonight, he's got his first bat. 7:20 to go with we come back to the Emperors. The NBA Conference Semifinals on ESPN. I'll deliberately play Chipotle. Real fool for real athlete. Chipotle for real. Programs Conservancy Sports Center will have 4 highlights and live pro schedules and futures. Shane Pacers gonna ball against the Knicks. Indiana, Steel Park State, the Pacers still in Boston, always trying to get even in the series against Vancouver. Overall titles on the wind and much more as a discord tip back in your Twist City with the boards and the chips and mines. Apparently, I have a great exaggerate. Oh yeah, they have the obituary halfway lit under it. This retracting the legends being made as we speak, no doubt. 102.75. Denver with lead 27. Daniel Reed on the floor for Minnesota. Rosander Walker is for Randy on the park. Before court pressure, who's something to Mike Marone to start the luck this year. He's let Aaron Golden sets initiated. And it's a dude for the offense. But smart first of all takes save the legs a little bit of girls, particularly Jamal Murray, while literally draw against 3/4 group pressures, and Eric Golden go to Gabe Boob in the bats in the boat against big guy. You can still get in your action the quick as it is right there. Both players in double figures with Nuggets. Alexander Walker for 3. Misses everything. Murray. Watch the go out of bounds. 6:45 to go. 30-point Denver lead. Game 4 will be Sunday night. Aaron Gordon trying the corner. Could make a pass to Porter Jr. The out of bounds baseline. Denver basketball. Data Josie both they kill Alexander Walker to the shoot around. This finishes his work against the same things, which is basically what they saw game 2 is the measuring stick, how they great their defense can be. They're most sustaining it in something entirely different against a team that's good. The Denver came out the 10 and executed. Jokic with the miss a right back to it. Working against Naz Reid. It's double team to us. They activate the front of with Denver in rotation the Towns. A big rebound. The outlet at the bounce has been back cut tonight. The Minnesota Timberwolves see 16 turnovers of the evening as Jackson checks in for Murray. This should do it for the evening for Jamal Murray. Came back with a resounding answer to struggles in the first 2 games, showing the heart of a champion. Showing the umbrella to credit and answer the better way he did tonight. They still on the way that he played offensively, a little bit attention obviously on the restoration he exhibited in those 2 games, and to come out the race the shot he shot to turn the entire team with his ability to have success early in the game, giving confidence. And what the Timberwolves players throw to get up Alexander Walker, throw it up on the sideline. He's been a pivotal part of their bench rotation, looking them offensive stand in transition, and the defense got hit by Joker on the screen. Third control from the kill Alexander Walker and Carl Anderson. An interesting moment transpiring. We go for commercial break. The killer Alexander Walker was injured on a Jokic screen right there. There was no whistle on the play. on the play, on that contact, Walker stayed down and Kyle Anderson with an impassioned plea who Tony Brothers earned themselves a couple of technical fouls ending his night. Alexander Walker also going to the Minnesota locker room, so apparently he might be done as well as Anderson is still on the bench. But Tony Brothers, you saw that beauty as they fit in motion, his nut was over. Rapid fire and consecutive technicals in the motion to get off road to get out of it. I thought he was talking to Carl Anderson. Okay, clearly wasn't Cons Carlson's consulting on the bench, so must have been 2 times for Alexander Walker. See if he was a friend, it would have been his evening, so you can leave now. You're gonna have to stick around and watch the rest of this. I heard officials say that the coaches before turning to get tossed out. Let's go to A44. Here guys, when the killer Alexander Walker was not ejected from the game but is so frustrated after that non-call that he has actually walked off the floor. He punched the chair on the bench and he actually walked through the tunnel. So right now he's standing at in the tunnel for Minnesota and is frustrated. Kind of how the game has gone so far is third. You can certainly understand his and the team's frustration, but they have to use a little bit of discernment because last year when Jaden McDaniels played game, he punched something and ended up breaking his hand right absolutely right. It goes to think time. It's got to be able to control your emotions in that situation. You heal a lot of damage and really hurt your team. That's McDaniels for the plays. Big part of the team's team of the year. 109 to 75 with 5 minutes to go. PJ Warren missing. Luka Garza inside. Fouled underneath. And Luke gonna have a count out called at Denver Nuggets. We'll take 1-2. Be right back after this. The precocious Anthony Edwards show maturity beyond his age, just 22 years old, and it is very common to hear him speak life into his teammate. He's quick to call Cat and the best shooting big man in the NBA. He's quick to call Rudy Gobert the best defender in the NBA. His best he said he get KD, and we have Jaden McDaniels. Every answer he's given throughout this run led to see into the display of success they had already. Everything he said has just exuded leadership and just surety, and I think that's what you love to see. Your stuff is this kind of talent. We could currently completely has that. The end is exhibiting play emotional maturity. He's 50 by the way. There's no more than one game. Just like Denver had a good game too behind them. And it's exactly what Minnesota's gonna do. They'll look better than the Denver had it. And all that time to make adjustments as well. Minnesota will have as much time to get those adjustments before the Sunday. After finding your next brain and speed. Score side colleges to find it. Inside Luka Garza, great pass for the Luka Garza, the former college player of the year on the C. And on 79, 4.5 minutes ago. Denver Nuggets shooting 57% from the field against the number one defense in the NBA this year. Jackson sprays it out to Holiday, and Minnesota with the rebound. It's Monte Morris, former Denver Nuggets, that gets to the 12. You ever wanna wonder how good losses down the NBA? PJ Warren is taken from Minnesota, a working human back together. Here's Peyton Watson, the Najee battling knee, out of bounds his team acted away. Peyton Watson is just a player at Denver. He's the guy that is giving a load the second half year, but he looked a little bit off the well. That's a couple of games so that this minute got taken with Holiday. Like Peyton Watson, very important for Denver Nuggets to develop going forward. He's a guy that can really get after you defensively and he can provide some perimeter offensive. So good to see he gets some rock right here, right now. It's McLaughlin. Morris got it by Holiday and a make good contest by Holiday. Speaking of Justin Holiday, hey, remember, he has an NBA championship ring. He won with the Golden State Warriors. This was a born to win. All three his brothers in the NBA, because his brother Drew with that in the championship back in 2021. Jackson fires way off. That's out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves basketball. Three or 5-4, and I think the adjustment from Minnesota to go into the Sunday, I think, got a lot more to do with this end of the floor. Offensively, they just did not very active tonight. The ball was a confident, the quote was the two just inside the board. I think they got the penetration to force the actions out of Denver. I think their offensive performance for tonight was something that you're gonna take a hard look at it. You're gonna think it's a great offensive team. You're gonna have to you're not shutting the water offensively to get at Denver. So let's see what adjusted in couple with offensively. You gotta get some guys to wrist. April has more Strother with Rudy. April. It's like one thing that we're talking about the adjustment is its improvement for the Nuggets. We knew that we're talking about how the one word for Coach Ron 6 minutes ago his team on the offensive end was poised. Right now they're sitting at 26 assists. That is the most assists that they had all series. They said in the last game they had more turnovers in Minnesota. They had 19, so they have 10 turnovers. At this point, we're seeing a team has been more assertive, sharing the ball, understanding how this person is to impact the game first. A great point is, and it's a quick point, but and before the shot, and we talked about how teams ended success, and Minnesota. Some of the arguments did have the response they had was success. It was more about Denver. I think it was mostly about Denver. It's just a point. I think Minnesota expected a response, but you can't really know how they're gonna handle that response. So you're a big hit with it. And Denver's ability to get to the spot will in this game, I thought that Minnesota back on the heels the entire night. The Ross presence is confidence. Both of the float again. It's just calculated to one game. It's really important keeping that in mind. It's easier to just run in mind his teammates up. They heard the little Anthony Edwards. Literally 22 years old for the TV. Facing the front of the franchise says the reason. He has handled any Lily Bison. I was told that he is so maniacal that he being able to get it working extra shots while on the board. That there was an instance this year was Chris Hines and he were looking for a gym to the shop in San Antonio. He couldn't find a place in the basement gym of a church. It shows says about right He could use a little divine and health natural question. Basketball gods of Denver side. Goes with the rebounds is just with McLaughlin, but I do think it is important to emphasize this was about the Denver Nuggets. They want their right and how they're gonna respond. They're a little bit embarrassed at having the game taken through the guidance things. Where they were completely in the half offensively, and this is what you get when your back-team champion is to a corner, and you've questioned in the right Malone. I thought it the best question of all after game 2, where it's just simply said in the locker room, what are you going to do that? And we saw tonight what they're gonna be in, at least for this game. Off the screen is the paint, and Denver would go to the free throw line with the most shot. Nikola Jokic should be end of the game with his first screen assist to set the tone. With Sonodan Soto built in the first 2 games, I thought to Mike Malone about before the games he completely agreed the screening was not good enough. With the 2 games of Denver against the hard pressured defender too. There has to be cut out to screens. Too many Minnesota defenders got in between the screen and the ball handler. With the first 2 games, Jokic may show them tonight. Through this way around, make sure he was heading people and running his guard. And among the leaders during this regular season screen assists, I think screen assists should be something on the box score. He touches that. And times when the defender stays in the front of this man, it makes the offensive player pick up basketball. The guys are prefer able to get it rolling. Are you getting me? I know the space I gave. Cause those times for Gabe rushing yards as a running back, our screens that just said ability McLaughlin throws up the shot. He'll get a couple of free throws with 46.4 to go. Game 4 will be Sunday night. You're in Target Center. Yeah, we have a great little basketball game coming up tomorrow night for you on ESPN. Minnesota we're looking for a party tonight. And it's back to Target Center. They have 19,000. Their informed head coach Chris Finch watches from the sidelines, coming off the Wizards. Hey, what about Finch is coming down? Crutches the beat us a loot. Tim Hardaway with a bad lead. He didn't have a wheelchair. You're gonna see him. Are we gonna go to see him? We were not expecting him. We were thinking that he was gonna sit anyone out and came in, humbled it, sat down, gave assist for a time. I was asking about it a little bit about the physical therapy and like now that the parent territory right trying to get playoff series and to get some of the best training staff right around the few scrims. But tonight it'll be Timberwolves in a minute. As Anthony Edwards and Minnesota will drop this one 117 and 90. That's the final score. So as we take a look at the clock dated brackets, Minnesota up to the 1. There will be those sweep of the defending champions. That is so far Oklahoma City tomorrow ABC with and 3:30. New York, Indiana now with 20 runs as well. And Saturday on ABC 8:30. It'll be Ruston. Jamal Murray came out and put his foot down and made it a favorable image of early, ended up with 24. To Tim Lakeland, Angel Gray, and the entire crew, all the jokes, thanks for watching. We said it's a Scott Bantos. So here's the second half wrap up, and I guess continues to high percentage from the arc. They hit until third quarter. They hit over 57% from the arc, and ending up with a 20 or 25 point lead. Twenty-seven point lead in the fourth quarter. Wolves made it in a bonus from the early 9 or 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter, but the offense gradually became sloppy and commits a lot of turnover. They made 16 turnovers in this game. Otherwise, Denver made 5 in the until third quarter, just 5. So it's not just high percentage, not just because high percentage, but their offense and rebound also out rebounding the Denver out rebound the Wolves. So yeah, it will be interesting how Chris Finch adjusts to next game. So next schedule will be that tomorrow 4:30 a.m. Thunder facing Dallas Mavericks, and the series is tied 1 in a piece. So thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.